Did Freddie do Atlanta dirty by not only leaving fees, but choosing the Dodgers as well?
No, actually, he didn't. And this theory that he took less money, I mean, that's like diving into taxes. He took $27 million a year.
Yeah.
I mean, one is for 5 years, one is for 6, but it's for the exact same amount of money on the annual.
Yeah.
So I mean, to say he went for less money is, I mean, that's a little bit of a stretch. Mm-hmm. I mean, he left for the Dodgers, and it looks like, oh man, like because everyone here hates the Dodgers. But just put this thing into perspective for you. That man is from Fountain Valley.
Yep.
And that's Orange County, California. It's only 37 miles away from L.A., where he just signed.
Yep.
He left high school in 2007, and he's been here ever since. The Braves should have given him whatever he wanted before they let him go out there and take his little trip down memory lane and flirt with L.A.
Yep.
He's from there. He went back home. It wasn't disrespect. It was stupid. Like, Atlanta should not even have let him even consider doing that.
Yeah.
And he's like, not only can he go back home and play, he can go back home and win a World Series alongside Kershaw, Mookie Betts, and Bellinger. This crew just won a World Series 2 years ago. Yep. They're primed up to go right back and win another one, especially with him.
Yep.
He's not worried about playing against Atlanta, and I don't think he's got ill will or feelings towards them. He's from over there. He wanted to go back. You should have rolled out that carpet, given him like they offered him 27. You offered him 27. You should have offered him 30.
Yeah.
Should have given him a massive signing bonus, bought him a house, whatever it is that you needed to do to stop him from actually playing in free agency. They should have done it. So I think really the ball was dropped on the Braves.
Oh, man. Oh, it's just another case of where an Atlanta sports team just can't get serious enough about their best player. They want to cheap it out. They just don't want to commit. And there's a lot to unpack within this, and I won't take a whole lot of time because I know we got to get the AFC East postseason wrap-up in. But the question of did Freddie do Atlanta dirty, not only by leaving but choosing the Dodgers for less money? I get it was the same on the annual, but the Braves had an offer on the table for $30 million a year. The Braves originally had an offer on the table for about 25 to 27, which is also in the ballpark of what Freddie accepted but rejected weeks and months before. That is what was so crazy to me, because when we had the topic on here about, the Braves offered Freddie this amount of money and they rejected it, I said, here go the damn Braves. Here go the Braves yet again, taking one of their top players and just not locking them up, not getting serious about them, not letting them not explore other options, so keeping them safe. Like you said, not letting him go back home to Fountain Valley, take the trip down memory lane, understand the beauty of Orange County, understand all the superstars that are in L.A., because you will get lost quick in that city. You've got Stafford, you've got Donald, obviously you've got the history of Kobe, you've got Kawhi, just a couple seasons back. Like, there's still a lot of presence in L.A., and Freddie wanted to go visit that. Now, let's look at the fact of, let's kind of pivot in a way and say, all right, were the Braves serious enough about bringing Freddie back? Double take here, but it's yes and no. I say no because I know we might have made a joke, but you literally hand Freddie Freeman a check and say, fill it out, right? That's what some people thought because of what he had done for the franchise, been with us since 2007, big moments in the NLCS, kind of fell short of the divisional, so we had some things to understand with that. But when you look into it, the Braves knew that if they signed Freddie, they weren't going to potentially get a Jorge Soler back. They weren't going to get a Rosario back, behind their belt, guys that were really major and had big hits, big moments in order to get the Braves to that World Series. They wanted to stay young. They obviously wanted to make the money stretch and be able to chase more World Series than just one instead of buying all in. But when you look at the fact that again, best first baseman in baseball, your best player on the team. How do you not lock up the best player that you just had? But I get it because it's a business. You don't want to have to give up so much collateral to a first baseman that was asking for so much money. But why do you sit around and play around with the money? Why do you play around with the contract? Why do you not get serious about it? Why do you allow Freddie to sit on his ass? And of course you let his family play into his ear because that's a major part. He's had 3 boys since being in Atlanta. He's got Chelsea, absolutely beautiful. Great sunshine life, right? But the Braves, again, did not handle their best player in the right way. We saw it with Jason Hayward. We saw it with Andrelton Simmons. We saw it with Martin Prado. We saw it with Justin Upton. They don't want to bring the money forward and actually pay these kids. I understand Ronald Acuna is on a $100 million contract right now, right? But that's also for 10 years. And I get it, Acuna was young, 20, 21, 19 years old, however old he was when he signed the contract. But when you've got a 20-year-old in Juan Soto turning down $250,000 contracts, turning down over $200 million contracts, we know what the market is. And the fact that an Atlanta team, again, next to their Falcons, losing their best players, not reading the temperature of the room, not understanding the market. I get it. There's been a lockout with baseball, so you've probably had some money go awry, whatever the case may be. But to really drive this home, I understand that they brought in Matt Olson. Great guy, almost 40 homers, nice batting average, good RBI, young, much younger than Freddie. I get that, right? But AA, Alex Anthopoulos, the GM of the Atlanta Braves, was fighting back tears when he had to make the decision for Matt Olson. Why did that fall short in bringing Freddie home? Why did that truly fall short in bringing Freddie home? Now, I'm happy for Freddie. He made the best decision for him. It's beautiful out in L.A., but it shows you that he might have thought last year was a fluke. Even with Acuna coming back, their second best player, you've still got all these guys in here. He wasn't bought in. He doesn't think another World Series is attainable, at least in the near future. I get it. He went back home, but you had to think deeper. You just won a coveted title for a sports team in the city of Atlanta. That's where I'll leave it. To the Dodgers, though, I mean, seriously, to the Dodgers, we struggled to beat them so often. Not only is he looking at the Dodgers, but the Yankees, the Red Sox. It's kind of left a bad taste in my mouth. Freddie did Freddie did what was best for him. But I really don't feel like Atlanta took the situation seriously enough. I understand it's business. Keep the young, keep the youth in the team, whatever the case may be. But I'm truly upset to have to look at that graphic in the middle of UNI fees and understand that Freddie Freeman is a Los Angeles Dodger.